I have day planned the last 252 days of my life consistently. I wake up, I know what I need to get done because I've planned it the night before. This is what makes me productive. Hello, I'm Dylan, I'm 18, I coach unproductive people to turn productive using tactical techniques and strategies that have changed my life forever. In this video, I'll be giving you a surefire, easy strategy to plan your day the night before to ensure you're disciplined, driven, motivated to complete the task productively, saving you time, saving you effort, and making sure you get the work done consistently. I personally struggle with procrastination. I was super addicted to video games. I spent 5,000 hours or 210 days straight wasting away my time on video games. Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2019, I got 112,000 kills with the AX50 sniper rifle, and I spent the majority of my days indoors, rotting away with the Xbox controller in my hand, trying to hit a trick shot on Call of Duty. And some people say that's a normal life. Some people say that's a nice life. You know, you're a child, it's fine. But at 16, 17 years of age, when you're kind of coming into this adolescent phase, you have aspirations. I've always wanted to be in business. I've always wanted to be a businessman. I've always wanted to pursue my passion of entrepreneurship, but I couldn't find the internal muster to do so because I was too busy being hooked onto video games. I was too busy having my dopamine system hijacked, my hands stimulated by the vibrating controller as I get the next kill, keeping me hooked on the game, keeping me stimulated, keeping me addicted. And it wasn't until I found out day planning, it wasn't until I realized that the reason I wasn't being productive, the reason I was falling into this self-soothing, mentally masturbating trap of continuing to play video games was not because I was unmotivated, was not because I was disadvantaged or I had ADHD or I was messed up in the head from playing too much Call of Duty and firing my dopamine receptors. That was a big factor, but it was because I didn't know what I needed to do. And you might be in the same position. You might be aspiring to start a business, aspiring to improve your grades, aspiring to be in the gym, building the physique of your dreams so you can finally have confidence when you look in the mirror. Whether you want to improve your finances so you can support your family, bring your family out of poverty, whether you want to finally lose weight to improve your health, live longer. If you don't know what you need to do, if you don't know what the tasks you need to get done are, then how are you productively going to make progress towards success in the endeavor you want to succeed in? If any of that resonated with you, this is the video for you. I'm going to be showing you directly how to plan your days and the scientific formula behind it so you can finally make progress. So it all starts with a planner. And this can either be a scrap piece of paper, can either be your notes on iCloud, or it can be my personalized planner that I've made specifically for people like you to turn productive. You can check it out if you're interested, but it's seriously not necessary. I'm going to be giving all the information away for free. You need priorities. You need to have a main mission of the day. So you have to imagine priorities as the mission and the to-do list as objectives. So your mission is the overarching theme of the day. So for me, for example, it could be YouTube content creation. So that has a mission title of YouTube content creation as the overarching theme, the broad theme of the day, whereas the objectives, the time-bound to-do list objectives are record video, content generate, edit video, make thumbnail, make short form content and post it all. So the overarching theme is make YouTube content, but the objectives, the to-do list section is record video, edit video, make thumbnail, make short form, optimize SEO, all that nonsense jargon. So what does it need to look like? I would recommend only allowing room for 3 priorities of the day. If you do any more, it kind of turns into objectives, and you need to have this overarching theme to keep into the back of your mind. So when you wake up in the morning, you know what the theme is, you know what the main chunk of work you need to get done is. When you're eating breakfast, you have the same thoughts. When you're eating lunch, you have the same thoughts. Just before you close your eyes, when you sleep at night, you know whether the day was a success because the overarching theme has either been fulfilled or dissatisfyingly, unproductively uncompleted. So enough room for 3 priorities for your overarching theme, and then I'd recommend having 16 specifically long to-do list, a 16 long to-do list. And the reason behind this is all to do with neuroscience. So when I was creating this planner to try and help people turn productive, I went down a rabbit hole of neuroscience, of how the brain works, the mechanisms of how the prefrontal cortex manages time, the reticular activating system balances out distractions and allows you to be dialed in on the work you need to complete. And I found 16 is the magical number for a to-do list to, number one, not burn you out, to number two, not overburden yourself, which will lead to the burnout, and number three, to not demotivate you when you look at this sheer mass list of the things you need to get done. It's intimidating and it will put you off. So 16 long is the method. Next, and I may lose you here, if you're an individual who's potentially insecure, who's potentially struggling with their internal values, you might get lost here, but gratitude journaling. And it seems wishy-washy. It seems like something that should be ignored. It's not going to make me productive. It's not going to bring money in, but I can assure you it will. So when you gratitude journal, when you reframe a situation into a more positive light, I'm so grateful for this camera that I'm recording this video on. I'm so grateful for the ring light behind it giving me this lighting so all the wall looks nice. It lights me up well. I'm grateful for the laptop that has my notes on as I'm recording this video. I'm grateful for the planner that I've generated so I can help people turn productive. Reframing the situation in a more positive light. Number one, engages your prefrontal cortex. This is the part of the brain that's active during attentive focused work. So when you're trying to be focused, your prefrontal cortex fires up and allows you to get into the work. Reframing this positive experience also releases serotonin. And not the serotonin that's synthesized in the gut, there's 4% that's synthesized in the brain, and that reinforces the prefrontal cortex. So as you gratitude journal, you reframe experiences into a more positive light, you secrete serotonin, which then strengthens the prefrontal cortex, so you have this amazingly positive reinforcement loop every single day you do it. Every single day you write down 5 things you're grateful for. It sounds cliche, it sounds wishy-washy. Number one, it'll improve your mental health, and number two, physiologically, you will become more focused. You'll be able to work for longer. You'll be able to work efficiently and effectively for longer banks of time, allowing you to increase your output and bring more success to your table. And if you notice at the bottom of the page, there's something really important that I hope you add to your own sheet of paper, your own iCloud notes, or just by the planner itself, is a 1 to 10 rating system. And this is super useful because not only do you get the qualitative output, you can look at how much work you set yourself, look at the work you've set during the day. You also have this figure, this quantitative analysis point where after you use the planner and you have 4 months worth of data, or you do this for the rest of your life and you have unlimited banks of data, you can refer to the 1 to 10 system. So the days you had a 1 out of 10 productivity, how many tasks did I set myself during that day? Were the tasks high of intensity? What were my priorities for the day? Maybe it wasn't clear enough, so I didn't engage my reticular activating system to keep me dialed in on the tasks I need to get done. Or whether you had a 10-10 productivity day. Look at the task you set yourself. Look at the layout of your day. Did I go to the gym? Did I set myself too much work? And you can kind of reverse engineer the perfect productivity days based on this meticulous analytical data of this 1 to 10 system. So you need a priorities box to allow 3 priorities to keep the overarching mission of the day aligned with what you need to get done. You need a 16 long to-do list for your objectives that you need to get done during the day. You need a gratitude section so you can increase the amount of serotonin, reinforcing your prefrontal cortex, allowing you to focus for longer. And you need a productivity rating system down the bottom so you can review the data and reverse engineer the productivity that you see during your days. I hope you take action. If you're looking to get this planner, it's in the description, and I appreciate you for watching. Thank you.